Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this amazing Monday night call. I know we just heard from a lot of the VPs about our incredible experiences from this weekend. So I'm not going to go over that again, but honestly, every single one of you can be there. And I know Chelsea and I and Paige, she's still in Sparkling Hill with her hubby, enjoying a little anniversary trip. We all can see you there, and we are just so excited to be bringing back more people with us for the next retreat, wherever it ends up being. So just keep that in mind, that it's possible for anyone. Okay, but tonight I am going to keep it pretty simple, but I just want to provide some simple reminders for you guys when we're chatting with clients or making asks or doing stories, some things that I often forget. And then when I come back to it, I'm like, oh, why don't I do this more? Because it often leads to more opportunities for business. Okay. And so I know often when we're talking to people about trying products, or people say, hey, like, I want to give these products a go. Often, like, and I'm so guilty of this, it's like, okay, the preferred client membership is $20, blah, 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 right? Like, we just automatically categorize them as a preferred client. But I want to remind you that we have so many different ways to win. And oftentimes people are maybe thinking of it, or maybe they like already have their own hesitations, but they don't voice that to you. And they, some people may just want to start with products, which is totally fine. But what I have found, and when I do this, is sharing the ways to win. It's like, absolutely, we can get your hands on Green Gut Glow, for example. Are you interested? We have a few different options as to what you can do. We have our preferred client membership, which you're going to, save 20% every year with, or every order, with free shipping, and free product offers. Or we have our consultant option, which I think is absolutely amazing. And I compliment them. I say, I think, you're so bubbly and you're a hard-driving person. Like, you make it about them. I think you do amazing at this. It's $99 to sign up. You get a 35% discount, and kind of go over the benefits. Which one, and depending on the person, I will maybe mention affiliate if they are like actively sharing product. Like, it depends. Oh my gosh. Noah, please, he put an Iron Man mask on, Andy. Lost my train of thought. I wish you could see what's going on in the background right now. Maybe you can. Wait, just a sec, guys. Giving them, thank you, Chelsea, giving them options, okay? Because then every time I do that, someone's like, oh, I could never do that business. I'm way too shy. And then right there, their hesitation. So you can start to talk through that with them, right? Or they'll say, oh, I'm not good at sales. Again, we know how to respond to those. And if you don't, talk to your upline and they can talk you through that. Noah, can you just hold Candy for 1 second? Okay. So I just want to bring that to your forefront, because I often just get into the mindset of like preferred clients and just like getting that sign up. But anyone can do this. So just giving them those options, I think, is really key. And again, they give you their hesitations. The other thing, and I'm going to make this really fast because it's like a ticking time bomb over here, is that's Dad's, okay? Is, when we post stories and polls, it's like, about business, okay? And sometimes we have people that are like, accidentally click on it, right? And they're like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't mean to click on that. But anytime anyone answers one of my poll options, say it's like, yes, I'm ready to jump into this business, I'd like more information, blah, blah, blah. I always assume that they absolutely meant to click on it and that they are ready to get, like, with whatever option they selected. So when they say they click, yes, I'm ready to get started, I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so excited you clicked that. I've been like thinking of you, and I absolutely think you do amazing at this business. let's chat. And even if they say, oh my gosh, I hit that by accident, I'm like they will often again give me their hesitation and we can walk through that again, right? So, and then even if it's still a no, you're planting that seed with them, right? They're like, oh my gosh, she actually has been thinking of me and thinking that I would, and thinks that I would do amazing at this business. So again, we're planting seeds. This business works in 30, 60, 90-day cycles. You may not see it right away, but it will come, and it's all from planting those seeds, right? Because now maybe they're going to be watching you. That cry is just really piercing. They're going to be watching a little more closely, and then they might start looking at your posts a little different. They might start looking at your stories a little different. Like they'll just be watching you differently, right? And things are going to resonate differently from this point on. So I just wanted to share those really quick tips with you because they can be definitely changing in your business, and it's just changing that frame around and not saying, hey, like, did you mean to click on the story? Because we were talking about this at breakfast, right, Chelsea? And just assuming, always assume the positive, always go right to the positive, even after someone's like watched a call. It's like, oh my gosh, what surprised or intrigued you the most? Again, you're directing them to the positives versus what did you think? Because then you could unleash a whole can of worms there. So that's all I've got for you tonight, because that's all the time I have for you. Chelsea, did you have anything you wanted to add?
I do. I do. I actually didn't get to share on the nation call because I was driving and stuff. So I'm just going to quickly share. You can mute for me to go and do whatever. But thank you, Lindsay, because that is the true definition of building a business alongside a family. Like, she is a busy mama. She never makes that an excuse. Like, look at her. Like, can we all just like praise Lindsay for a quick second, please? Because seriously, she is like the most incredible mom. And like she said on the last call, like, we showed up in our business to go to the resort, and like we made that conscious effort. But I just want to quickly share a couple tips. So one thing that I learned from the training in Sparkling Hill, I think it was Tiffany Downey, is that her name? She was just saying, like, start with the big asks. Don't just start small and be like, hey, do you want like a sample? Like, no. If you want to build a big business, which I feel like you're all on this call for a reason, because you want to have a big, successful, thriving business that's constantly growing, start with a big ask. And that means asking about the business opportunity or asking them to like host, whether it's Zoom or in person or what have you. Like, start at the top. And if they say no to that, it's not a no. It's just a way to funnel it into a system, right? Until they say no, like literally 5 times, you can say like, okay, like from there, and I don't have the notes in front of me, but she sent us home with a piece of paper and I could share it in our group chat after. But basically it said like, if they're saying no to that, then you can funnel them into a system of something else. Like, go from there, like, okay, like talk about the products or see if they'll come to your own event if you're hosting one, whether it's virtually or in person. And at the very end of that funnel, if there's still like a no and what have you, then there's the option to say like, hey, I'd love to send you a sample or what have you. By the way, if you haven't seen it, there are the Derm Results Advanced samples now available on the website as consultants. I believe you get 10 of them. I think they're for $40. There's no QV attached to them. And I just say to be mindful of those samples, right? And what I mean by that is I'm just not going to hand them out to everybody. I treat this like a business. So if it funnels into that, where at the end is like, hey, I'd love for you to try some skincare and give me your honest feedback, then yes, I'll send those samples. But I'm not handing them out like hotcakes. Okay. And like, we need to treat our business like a business, because you can't just go to Walmart and get a bunch of samples all the time or whatever, or you can't just go to Walmart and do payment plans with them and stuff like that. So like, when we really treat our business like businesses, I think that helps change like our mindset. And the one other thing I want to share is um, um, stay in your own lane. We can see so much stuff going on social media, and yes, they say to follow all these people, and yes, they're inspiring, but remember to stay in your own lane. The grass is not greener on whatever they're showing on their social media, and just to be focused on what you're doing in your business and being authentic and true to who yourself is. Don't try to be like them. And from someone who's tried to be like, maybe I should show up like this, or maybe I should look like that, it didn't serve me well, and it's not going to serve you well, and you're just going to end up feeling like defeated, imposter syndrome, and then it might even fizzle out in your business. And there was people saying at this training that they saw consultants that were trying to show up like this MVP or that MVP or the new up and coming MVP, and then they're not in this business anymore because they weren't aligning with who they were. So align with your true self, be your honest self, peel back those layers, do the work, think about your mission as to why you're showing up. And we are the most qualified to help the person we once used to be. And I know you guys have heard that time and time again, but it is so true. So think about like who you used to be and how the person you are now could have helped that person. Those are the people you want to attract into your life. Those are the people that you're going to help in your business. And the last thing I just want to say is Tila said, you don't need to wait and be like, oh, well, when I bonus my business, then I'm going to go this. When I'm doing this, then I'm going to do this. You're just telling yourself stories. Literally just be like, I'm going for it. You decide, you set the standards, and the team will come. They will rise up with you, but you need to go first. So that's all I have to say. I know Lindsay's juggling a lot, but I just wanted to share my little wins. And I know in the last call it was super busy. KGT is coming up and I'm so excited to see you guys. So if you have your tickets for that, share in the chat that you're coming. I'm so excited. I know we have another call before then, of course, but I'm just like so grateful and excited that we get to do these things together, get to grow our relationships, grow our connections. And like Lindsay said, like get to know other people. And so make relationships with sidelines. I promise you, I know it can be like a little bit nerve wracking. And even for myself, I kind of felt overwhelmed at this retreat. But it's so good to meet other people, and maybe you can do like a live with them together, and then you guys can share each other's stories on Instagram and talk about your reasons as to why you started or how you built your business. And really just, you would never meet these people if it wasn't for Arbonne. So truly build relationships with sidelines. I promise you, you won't regret it. But I just love you all, and that's all I have to say. So I don't know if you have anything else to say, Lindsay. You're like amazing taking videos.
I was taking video of all the babies on the calls tonight. I think that's awesome. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Chels. Super excited to see everyone. And I was gonna say something, but I can't remember. I lost my train of thought. So everyone enjoy your night, and cheering you all on this month. Bye.